getting dark already? No.
Does this look like me to you guys? Does this look like me to you guys?
New hair, by the way. I got new hair. Long hair, Jen's back. Hey guys, it's Jen and welcome back to my channel. I can't believe we're in the new year, 2022. Realistically, this is going to be my first video of the year, and actually I was going to do something else, but it ended up being this product empties, which is okay, I think. Like, it's what I've gone through last year, what's going in the trash. We're gonna say goodbye to it. Basically, I asked you guys on my Insta stories today, and between two different categories, most of you guys voted for this one. There were like 2 times more votes on this one, which is a product empties. Oh, my mic fell off. So basically, when I finish off a product, I usually throw it out into like this little tray. I used to put it into a huge box that was sitting under my makeup table, but for some reason, I think it was when we were moving halfway through last year, my husband Oppa thought that it was rubbish, so it just went into the rubbish bin. Like, no one knows where it went. I don't know if it was the movers that did it or not, so I had to start again halfway through the year. So these are empties from like the end of 2021. I did go through a lot of other ones in the beginning half, so actually it was like the year before, so I had like a year's worth of empties all stacked up, all went in the trash. So this is what I have. I might not exactly remember, but I'm just gonna be like super honest with you guys, okay? I totally didn't even get to say Happy New Year to you guys. I'm sorry. Happy New Year, guys. I am so looking forward to this year because it's going to be an exciting year. I know 2021 was very eventful, but also not eventful. Most of us like spent it at home, alone, isolated, in quarantine, you name it. So it wasn't like the best year, but all the time that we get is so precious. So I'm very grateful for last year personally. I'm also really looking forward to this year because there are some really exciting things on the horizon that I can't wait to share with you guys that I've been working on. And I know that it's going to be an amazing year for you guys as well. So yeah, let's like start the year off fresh. New start, new slate. And I really hope and pray for you guys to have a wonderful year that's full of love, peace, hope, joy, good health, as well as an abundance of blessings in all ways possible in your life. That's my sincere prayer for your new year. So I'm going to start off with my product empties, and I'm going to go through yay or nay, buy again or not buy again, and I'll give my reasons. Yeah, if you guys enjoy, let us begin. Okay, I'm gonna start off with like the biggest thing that was here. I have a lot of shampoo bottles. I must go through a lot of shampoo. But yeah, this is the Laneige Dermatical Hair Loss Shampoo. And this is actually a Korean hair loss shampoo. If you've had a kid, you'd know. If you haven't, you might not know. But once you have a baby, you actually lose a lot of hair when it comes like around the 3-month postpartum mark. And at that time, I was really looking into anti-hair loss products because it was so bad. I probably lost like 60% of my hair or more. And it took a really long time to grow back, and I'm still in the recovery process. Right now I have extensions in like these purple bits. As much as I want to say it's my own hair, they're not, because I don't have time to go dye my hair. I'm still breastfeeding, so I don't want that, like the chemicals to go through to Leo. So various factors. But when it comes down to my hair loss, I did buy quite a few anti-hair loss products, and these two are empties from that category. This is also Korean. The Sur.Medic Cica Peptide Anti-Hair Loss. This one was really expensive, and it smelled really pepperminty, and it felt like it was like drying my hair out. I just went through this tiny bottle so quick, and it was like, again, really expensive. It says that it's like scalp care, it's cooling, and it's low pH, but I don't think it really helped with my hair loss situation. And I don't know, yeah, it felt quite harsh. So I didn't really enjoy using it, but I did finish it. It says it contains 11 types of peptides, and it helps to calm down the hair. Now, I don't have like heaty, oily, overly oily hair where I need like something to calm my scalp or anything, so I didn't really need that. But I think because it was expensive, I had like higher expectations as well. I know Sur.Medic has some good skincare products, but this hair care product was not that impressive for me personally. I know some of you guys who might have tried it might have different opinions and experiences, but that was mine. So for me, the Sur.Medic Cica Peptide Anti-Hair Loss product is a nay, which means I'm not going to buy again. This one, on the other hand, the Laneige Dermatical Hair Loss Shampoo, this was so nice, and I actually just finished it, so I was like, this is perfect, like in time to show you guys in my empties video. This one has salicylic acid and dexpanthenol. It contains rosemary leaf oil, lavender oil, basil oil, and some other flower oils. It was like meant to be a fairly clean ingredients list, but anyways, this one felt really nice. It's big, and I took quite a long time to get through this. A little goes a long way, and it feels gentle, and it still kind of foams up, so it's easy to apply, but it doesn't foam up excessively, so it's drying. I felt like it was quite nourishing, gentle, and it smelled quite okay as well. It has overtones of sweet floral tones, but then it's got a kind of pepperminty refreshing undertone as well, while it smells kind of savory, if that makes sense. Anyways, I really like this shampoo and I really wanted to recommend it to anyone who is going through hair loss at the moment. Could be for many factors, like you can even just be molting, I don't know, but like something that helps to add those peptides and the salicylic acid to like nourish, and it's good to take care of your scalp as well as your facial skin. This is definitely a yay. Another hair product, sorry I'm like stuck on the hair category for so long, is the Daleaf. This is another Korean brand, Daleaf Beta Root Relaxing Shampoo, and it contains chlorella. Is also supposed to help with anti-hair loss. It's got no added silicones. I think those also don't have silicones in them. No added sulfates, no animal testing. This one was quite nice. It smells nice, it felt nice and gentle, but it did feel a little bit drying for me, and it wasn't that like nourishing as much as the other one. It applies nice, but then it felt stripping and a bit drying afterwards. It took me quite a long time to finish because I wouldn't reach for it all the time, and this is going to be a nay for me. Next is a humongous makeup remover, and this is the Banila Lip and Eye Remover, which I think made it into my favorites last year because it just works really well and it's pretty affordable and it's really big. Eye makeup removers, you go through them really quickly and they usually come in very small bottles. So it's not that environmentally friendly as well if you're constantly just churning out plastic bottles. I wish that they just sold refills, to be honest, for these kind of products, but yeah, I think I really enjoyed this one and I would buy this one again as well. Yay! It worked really well. Even if it goes in the eye, it doesn't sting, which I really surprisingly found that reformulated Misha's one started to sting the eyes. I'm losing my English, and it used to be a joke in my previous videos, but now it's like for real. Like, I'm losing my English, guys. I've just been here for too long. I've been here for like 8 years now. Next up is the Laneige Time Sleeping Mask. This is the Time Freeze one. I'm gonna be really honest, I got this like a really long time ago, and I don't even know if the packaging is still the same because they change it like every year or something. But this one was firming and facelift version. Main features were Sleep Tight trademark and Dynamic Collagen EX. To be honest, this is not like a true empty because there's quite a lot of it left and I just had to chuck it out because it's time to say goodbye to this. Yeah, Laneige's products were just like overly fragranced for me for certain products, and this particular line, it was like a little too overboard. Like some things are okay, but this one was pretty strong, guys. So I didn't find myself using it. I'm sure that the collagen would have been really good for the skin. I just couldn't bear reaching for it and actually using it often. So it was just kind of like sitting there. Anyway, this one was a nay for me. So I'm not sure if they've reformulated it and maybe put less fragrance in it. Even now, the smell is so gross. It smells so like Korean ajumma. Not to be stereotypical, come on guys, I'm a Korean ajumma and my mom is a Korean ajumma, but it smells like, I don't know, it's like so musky and artificial and strong, and I can't. One of my worst smelling skincare products ever. Next, I have so many SK2 empties. But just a disclaimer, this one is really thoroughly enjoyed by Oppa. He is the one that's like been using tons of it. Personally, if I was just using it alone, I'll probably go through less than half of these, but there's one SK2 facial treatment essence. There's another one. There's another one. And there's another one, and this is a big size one, 160 mils. Actually, this is the clear lotion. Also, another one that was like in my favorites video last year because I really enjoyed it. The Facial Lift Emulsion. 2 of them. Wow, I went through so many of these. I can't believe it. Again, this is more of Oppa's empty than mine. He uses a lot and his face is not to be mean, but he has a little bit more surface area than me, so he really uses a lot of skincare product, but he really enjoys it, and I personally have just been loving this for like 10 years. There are some dupes to this. There's like the Secret Key one as well as the Misha Time Revolution, but I feel like they all feel very different. Some of them can be very sticky, a little bit more of a texture. The SK2 one just absorbs and it feels very light, and I feel like it just makes the skin softer and more 맑아, like look more mild, keeps the skin looking youthful. So these are all SK2 empties, and would I buy them again? I would buy facial treatment essence again. It's just like one of my holy grails, irreplaceable to me. I think a long time ago, you guys might remember in my Track Tuesdays or something, I did do like a dupe video for SK2, including the Sur.37 Secret Essence. As much as there are some like the other products that can act as dupes, again, they're just really different. So it really comes down to what works for you. I personally like those other versions too, but they would not be something that replaces SK2. It's just a unique formula to me. Okay, so when it comes to the Facial Lift Emulsion, they're a really simple to use all-in-one kind of product that has good adhesion to the skin, absorbs well, doesn't have like an artificial fragrance. It feels very light and blendable whilst it's very moisturizing and nourishing. So I would buy again. And the facial treatment clear lotion, I don't know, I think like adding this one in is a real true luxury. Back when this used to be a full staple in my skincare routine, I felt like without this my skin was not maintaining its clarity, and I definitely just could see the difference in my skin when I used this as a toner, wiping it on my skin before the essence. Somehow along the way I kind of stopped doing that, but there was definitely a time that this was a huge part of my routine. Lately not so much because I just have been going through a lot of other products, but maybe, I don't know, like I might buy it again in the near future, but not immediately right now. So here's another hair product, and it is another Japanese brand. I think I quite like Japanese products, guys, especially when it comes to hair care, but the Shiseido, the Hair Care Aqua Intensive Mask. I actually have another one of these in my bathroom at the moment. Went through this fairly quickly because a little does not go a long way with this, but what I remember about it is I didn't really find myself reaching for it every time I showered as well. I think I ended up just finishing it for the sake of finishing it because it's a product that I wanted to get through since it was a waste. But yeah, it's not something I'd like absolutely really loved for my hair. I've gone through other masks that I think work a bit better and smell nicer too. So this is a nay, even though it's pretty good. Another hair product, oh my gosh, I have so many hair products. This is the Overtone's Vibrant Purple Deep Treatment Mask. I think I actually had like 10 different empties from these guys in my previous box that Oppa threw out, but this is the one that I finished up in the last half year, which is pretty crazy because I haven't been dyeing my hair, to be honest, but it just shows how much of Overtones I've been using in the past. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite brands for hair coloring that you do in the shower without damaging your hair, and it's not a hair dye at all. It works very quickly. It actually nourishes your hair and treats it whilst you're coloring your hair, and the colors are really nice too. The only gripe is that I think they're kind of on the pricier side, and if you live overseas outside of America, it's really hard to get. I'm not even sure if you can actually buy it in Korea anymore because I think they changed their regulations or something recently. My absolute favorite, like if you ever see my hair colors through the years, when I used to be blonde and I used to go through like blues, purples, pinks. Yeah, even when I went from like blonde and toned it down to brown or black, I used overtones. If you're someone who likes to experiment with color, you don't really like to stick with one thing all your life, and you love change like me, and you're kind of like a chameleon to your mood, then overtones is the way to go. Just keep a few different colors handy in the shower and you can just like change up your look in a matter of minutes. So yeah, I love overtones. Love, love, love. My only gripe is that it doesn't really last long. You have to use a lot of product to get the color out, whereas compared to things like Manic Panic or maybe some like other stronger alternatives, which may on the other hand be not so like user friendly, this one actually runs out really quickly. So just do keep that in mind, but absolutely love it. I don't even use my gloves to put it on, so my nails would always get dyed, but then it just washes off over time anyway. But almost can't live without these guys in my life. Okay, next up is a skincare product, and it's the Primera Cold Drop Serum, the Super Black Seed, and it says antioxidant extract. It's got black rice cold drop extract and madecassoside. It's got no artificial fragrance. Let's see if I have, oh, I have a tiny bit left in here. Okay, so this was actually a beautiful serum. I think this made it into my top 10 Korean hydrating or moisturizing serums for the year for my beauty cookie content, but it's a really, really lovely serum. It's hydrating and very light and absorbs really nicely. It doesn't have a strong scent to it, and it does have that cold drop black rice super black seed extract antioxidants. It's a really nice and clean formula, but it is a little bit on the pricey side. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would buy it again. I'm actually going through another bottle of this at the moment, so yeah, Another serum that I went through is the Mizon Original Skin Energy Hyaluronic Acid 100. To be honest, there are some other ones that I really have been liking, but this is pretty good too. But I think this made it as a product empty because it's like really small and you just go through it really quickly. It's 30 mils. Yeah, I liked this. I enjoyed it. It's a nice, hygienic, cool keeping glass bottle. Nice little dropper. I don't remember if it was like fragranced or anything, but I do remember just really enjoying it during my pregnancy period and postpartum period. I like hyaluronic acids. I think like there's always a space for hyaluronic acid in your skincare routine, and even if you don't use it like on a daily basis, just a couple of times a week, you can make sure that your skin is not being harshly over dried by the environment or the air, humidity, etc. I have a video that I did where I interviewed the Dyson's head scientist, and she was explaining to me the importance of the air quality on even how your skincare works. So if you do want to check that out, I'll link that for you in this video here. But I'm really liking the plant-based hyaluronic acid as well. Would I buy this again right now? Maybe not right now, but I would like to try it again in the future. Next up is another hair product, and it's another Japanese one. Why don't we just go through all the hair products in one go? I've got 3 more. So this is the Shiseido Tsubaki Premium Repair Treatment. I think I talked to you about this in my recent favorites video, I believe. I love this stuff. Favorite hair mask ever. They also have a red version, which is I think for moisture or something. This is like the Premium Repair version. There's one that's for moisture. I like both of them. It leaves your hair smelling really nice and it's a long-lasting fragrance. The treatment is heavy duty, much more heavier duty than this Shiseido one. So it's very nourishing and I feel like it just leaves hair looking healthy and silky without looking oily or weighed down. So yeah, but it's a very smallish treatment, so you do kind of go through it quickly as well. Not too much though, if you use it sparingly. A little goes a long way. Okay, another hair treatment that I used up is the L'Oreal Elseve Extraordinary Oil. It's a double hair pack. I think I enjoyed this and then I stopped using it for a while because I prefer some other treatments like my K-Pack Joico one and the Tsubaki one. So this one was just like kind of sitting there and I had to force myself to use it to just finish it up. So I would not buy this one again, whereas this one I would buy again for sure. Something about this L'Oreal one, it's not completely clean in terms of it's there to fully nourish the hair. There are definitely filler ingredients. It still is pretty good, not something that I like completely enjoy. And finally, last but not least for the hair product is this one, which my hair extension stylist person introduced me to because apparently it works really well with hair extensions. And I have been loving it, and I have another one in my bathroom that I'm using at the moment. It's Ring 2, this is a Korean one. Ring 2 Hair System Ring Treatment, and it's actually like a refill, so I don't actually know what the packaging looks like. It contains ceramide. I don't know what this is in English, because in Korean it's called Hyaluronic, but I'm not sure what that actually converts to, but I believe it would be some kind of hyaluronic derivative or so. But it also contains collagen as well. I don't know where they got it from. I haven't seen it anywhere in physical stores here. I've never heard anyone talking about it, but it's a really little goes a long way, nice treatment that's not like overly heavy and weighs your hair down, but it's not too light as well, and the smell is quite decent. If I use this one more sparingly, I use this one more on like an everyday basis. So would I buy it again? Yes, I would. An empty for skincare is the Jumiso Have a Good Cream Snail and Centella Cream. This is just a really nice cream. Snail products always last. It's kind of like slippery. It makes your skin feel and look quite glossy and smooth. I think I remember that it wasn't something that is too light, so it just flies away, but it actually kept the moisture quite nicely without being overly thick, and it was very blendable, obviously, because it's a snail product. Usually snail products are just like really nice to apply. But yeah, I love Jumiso's products. I think I've never come across one that I don't really enjoy from them. But yeah, I love this cream and I'm not sure. Would I buy it again? Maybe the question should be, would I buy it for my friend? Yes, I would buy it for my friend. I would actually recommend it to my friend. Skincare. Another SK2 product is the Genoptics Spot Essence. If you're new here, welcome. But like everyone who's like OG Mizon fan would know, because I've talked about it so many times, that I have a lot of spots on my face. And that's because my skin is just in general really weak to the sun. Whenever I'm exposed to the UV, whether I'm at the nail salon just getting my nails done and going through that UV, I literally just get a new mole every time I'm in the sun properly. So like growing up in Australia where there's no ozone layer because it's been burnt up or something, it's like crazy sun down there, I just have so many spots. And so I have been enjoying this for a long time. Spot essence is something that actually works across a long time rather than short term, but it definitely does work. When I use it faithfully, I definitely see my spots getting lighter and fading, except for like the really deep set ones that's just been around for a long time, which I think you would just have to take out on like laser surgery or something. But would I buy it again at the moment? No, because I think my spots are not like, they've kind of receded lately. But when I was pregnant, when your melanin's going crazy and like your dark spots just become like super black, like gothic spots, it's crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, my moles are like taking over my face, like taking over my whole life. My spots have kind of died down and it's not like a huge issue for me now, so that would be a nay. But I've gone through so many of that. I think my previous empties, I had 2 or 3 of them. Another empty is the Etude House, long time no Etude House, Monster Micellar Cleansing Water, gentle version with this green little monster on it. I like Etude House's cleansing waters. I think they're really nice. There are some cleansing waters where the smell is weird, but this one has been a really nice, pleasant one that I went through, and I enjoyed it, and I think it's a quite like affordable, well-priced and well-performing cleansing water. A cream that I finished up is the Sur.Medic Super Ceramide 100 Renewal Cream. I don't know who the heck did this, but it's definitely not me. So I think it was Oppa, because does this look like me to you guys? Does this look like me to you guys? I think I see Oppa's hand right here. Like, yeah, that's his hand right there. He would have squeezed that last ounce out of there. But Sur.Medic is actually one of my favorite brands that I like under Neogen. I said it before, but I like this brand more than Neogen's products themselves. I really enjoy their cleanser as well, but I would buy this one again if I ran out of creams. Benton Honest TT Mist. I am not like a crazy fan of Benton's products because, one, the packaging. Call me vain, but I don't enjoy their packaging. Maybe it's the font. I think it's the font. I'm like kind of like that, okay? I just like that. But yeah, I don't really like their products as well because it has a bit of a strong raw ingredient smell, but they're mainly quite clean and mild, and a lot of people enjoy them. To me, Benton, it's just not something that I like reach for on a daily basis, but this Honest Mist was actually quite nice. Yeah, it still has like a little bit of that like raw ingredient smell. But yeah, this I think was a very handy product because I don't have any mists that are shaped in a tube form, which is really good for if you're carrying it around on the go, on the planes, just anywhere, like day trips. Usually like they're in round cylinders that are like shaped like this and just like hard to carry around, but this is like portable, so the ingredients are good. I'm just being biased because I don't like the text on it, like the font and the raw ingredient smell. But would I buy again? Probably not. Hyungangyul's Atoll Lotion Blue Label. I have so many of this product lying around because I love using it on myself and Leo. Substitute it as hand cream and body cream. Can use it on my baby. It's also pregnancy and breastfeeding friendly. So yeah, I would buy this one again. It has a very short ingredients list, and the main ingredient is the honeysuckle flower extract, and it does contain beeswax in it. Next up is this one, which I showed you guys in a whole like skincare routine video middle of last year, like June or something. The Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Cream. I actually didn't finish this. It was Oppa that used it. He just really took to it and he just went through it like crazy. I wouldn't buy it again because I do have some other good ones, but this was a really nice one. It's based on Centella and they source it from Madagascar. Okay, we're getting through them. Oh my gosh, I have so many. I have a lot more than I thought. This one is something that I found from Cosmoprof, the Kaolion. I don't know how to pronounce it. Caolion. So this is actually a pore pack and it's got 2 stories. This top part is for blackheads. It looked like that. It's like kind of volcanic product looking. And this bottom one is the Pore White Cake Pack, which is a brightening and cooling effect one. And it looked like that. Oh, I didn't finish it. So I must have taken this one out because it actually just dried up on me. But I actually really liked this. It's just that I don't bother to use it that often, so I wouldn't buy it again, but I would recommend it to my friends and give it to my family as well. It works really well without tightening. It's not overly harsh. It doesn't have any added fragrance to it as well. So yeah, I think it's actually really good for cleansing the skin if you can be bothered to do lots of like pore packs. Another SK2 product is the RNA Power Radical New Age Essence, and this is a tiny little bottle, so no wonder Oppa went through it very quickly. Oppa loves SK2. I also love it too, but he loves it a lot more than me, as you can see. But yeah, this one is more for moisture, anti-wrinkle and lifting lifting. It works really well, and the more you kind of like rub it in, the more it firms up. So it kind of really feels like firming the skin, but it's like super heck expensive. So would I buy again? Maybe in the future when I feel like I need it. Like when my skin is starting to do a little more sagging than it is right now, which already has started, but it's not like urgent situation right now. 평강률's nutrition cream. So I love 평강률, but to be honest, the moisture and nutrition creams to me, when it was the first generation, when I first discovered it, when like it was the first of its kind in the market and there was nothing like it to me, like that was milky and clean ingredients list with no fragrance. Pretty crazy, but it's only been a few years since products started to change for that matter. But when I first found it, it was amazing, light, it absorbed well. Over time, as new ones have come out with very similar formulas, I've started to find that 평강률's moisture and nutrition ones are a little bit weak for me in the moisturization department. Although it's very mild and sensitive skin friendly for the most part, to me, it didn't last long and it didn't leave a nice moisture barrier on the skin, which I think I need more of as I get older. Maybe my 20s skin really enjoyed it, but now I would recommend it more for like oily skin. So would I buy this one again? Probably not, but I still think it's a really nice cream and I probably enjoy it more for my skin because it's like so not oily and non-sticky and non-greasy, and it absorbs so nicely. So next up is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask, which you guys all know. This is also like a previous version, so I'm not sure if they've like reformulated the packaging. You guys know in my Myeongdong video, I went into Laneige and I was like so surprised at all the new packaging because I haven't honestly been looking at Laneige's products for a long time. But the packaging completely changed, their Neo Matte cushion and everything. But yeah, this is their infamous, everybody knows, the water sleeping mask. I'm not a huge fan of it, as you guys know. I think there was a little bit of hype around this product because the whole like idea of a sleeping mask was new and it was originated by Laneige. But I think there are a lot of nicer sleeping masks lately. To me, I always found the fragrance was a little strong. Yeah. Guys, smell. It smells so strong. Probably not buy this one again. That's a name. Okay, Dr. Jart's Ceramide cream. I like this guy. It's a really nice moisturizing cream. I shouldn't be reviewing every product that I've like emptied, right? But I'm like giving you guys a little bit of an explanation. It's a really thick cream. It doesn't blend like super nicely, but it's more of a heavy duty cream that's not like heavy feeling. It feels light whilst it has a super strong like moisture barrier, and it doesn't clog the pores. It doesn't have artificial fragrance, but it does have a strong like ceramide refreshing smell. I think this is really good for like aging skin. For the dry season, if your skin is dry or got mature or aging skin, I like it. It's more of a heavy duty kind of go-to. Now this one is my L'Occitane Dry Skin Hand Cream, 20% shea butter. You guys already know the deal with this one, my ultimate holy grail favorite hand cream of all time. So yay for this. Guys, I can't live without L'Occitane's hand cream. We've got the 평강률 Acne Cream, and this is something that Oppa actually used up because he said it was so nice. My friend liked it as well, who has acne prone skin. She said it's like an amazing cream. But let me just quickly check the ingredients. Okay, first ingredient is water. It's got niacinamide, got willow bark extract, so I think that's a PHA, which people who are pregnant or breastfeeding should probably avoid. It's got Centella asiatica extract and some other root extracts. I'm just seeing if it has any like silicones or anything. It doesn't have silicone, it doesn't have any artificial fragrance or anything. So like ingredients wise, it looks good and it was a pretty good cream. I think it's pretty small though. Would I buy again? No, because I don't have like acne, but I think if I did have acne, I'll probably use this one. Okay, so this is one that Oppa also finished because it's not exactly pregnancy or breastfeeding friendly. It is the Guerlain Abeille Royale
Double RNU and Repair Serum.
The main ingredient in this is royal jelly, and that's something that you have to kind of avoid when you're breastfeeding, even though it's like so luxury. Royal jelly, of course, is so good. My mom is obsessed with it. She always makes me eat it as a health food product, but to me, I don't know, the fragrance is a little too strong and it's quite a sticky product. Packaging wise, it's nice. I'm not sure if I would actually like recommend it though. Two more skincare products and then we've got a little bit of makeup. The plant-based hyaluronic acid 100, one of my favorites, and then the AHC Hydra B5 Soother. So we've got two empties here. I really loved this at one point. It's a soothing serum and it's really light. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it again because I think it's not enough for my skin anymore. It's quite light. This one is the hyaluronic acid by the plant-based, which I personally really love. I love all their serums and I am currently using another one. So yay and nay, but I still really love this one too. I would recommend it for like 20s routines, or if you live in very like tropical environments and you need something to soothe and refresh the skin. Alright guys, I've got some cushion foundation refills here, and the ones that I've gone through are the Moonshot Face Perfection Balm Cushion. This was good. I like Face Perfection Balm, but kind of feels like it kind of sits on top of the skin, even though it's really nice and serum-like. Got the Moonshot Micro Setting Fit Cushion, which I love. And then we have the Moonshot Moon Flash Cushion. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love Moonshot cushions. And I've got a Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Cushion Foundation in porcelain. I love this one too. You guys have seen it in my favorites across the years. In my previous empties box, which again for the 1000th time somebody threw out, I had a lot of the YSL cushion foundation refills in there, so just a little update on that one there. Yeah, I'm already using those Moonshot ones again, but I've come across a new one that I love at the moment, which is the Calming Fit Cushion Foundation. It sits really nicely, it doesn't transfer, and it looks beautiful. Finally, I've got these two makeup products. I've got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. It's a really nice creamy concealer, but I think it can look cakey if used under the eye, but it's good for like spot concealing. Would I buy it again? I think it's a little bit overpriced, but if I run out of all my concealers, I'll probably stock up again, because this is kind of just like a staple. It does have good coverage, but I think for me it's just kind of hard to find a really good shade that totally matches my skin. We have a little eyeliner here. This is the Japanese brand Clear Boat. I can never figure out how to say these brand names, but it's the La Rose de Facials. I like this one. It's a really nice like dark brown color that's like chocolatey brown. Some browns are very warm and reddish, but this one's a really nice like deep chocolatey brown color. The brush is nice, the pigmentation is pretty good, but it's not totally waterproof or smudge proof, but it was a really decently nice eyeliner. Would I buy it again? Maybe just for the color, because it was a really nice brown color. Okay, so that was it. Oh my gosh, guys, that took so much longer than I expected, but that's it for my product empties for the end of last year. And I'm going to start again filling this tray. I'll do another one at the maybe halfway through next year, and then do two, like biannual or something. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this kind of video, and if it helps you, if it's useful, if it's interesting at all, or if there's anything else that you want me to like talk about that would make it more useful and interesting for you guys next time I do another product empties. Guess what, guys? I'm going to be doing my annual Best of K-Beauty Awards video, which I have been doing for like 8 years or something. Last year, unfortunately, because I was so busy with newborn Leo, I couldn't do it. So I skipped last year, and this year is going to be an update. Last year, I went through so many different Korean products. I've come across so many new hidden gems that I can't wait to actually share with you guys. So I'm really looking forward to doing those videos. So do stay tuned. I'm going to be doing it again, as tradition per Muse, according to the Chinese New Year calendar. So it's going to be end of January. So yeah, do stay tuned, guys. Sorry if I look a little funky right now. I've been trying to race through this because Oppa's waiting for me to be finished, because he's taken Leo out so that I can film with no distractions. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me, and I'm really excited. If you guys are excited for this year and doing this year together with all of us, let us know in the comments below, and thumbsing up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Stay beautiful inside and out, guys, and I will see you guys all in my next video. 다음에 또 봐요.